Hey everybody, Arthur here with another mail haul live video going for you guys. That's whoever's here. There's a couple people here, and I'm sorry I made you wait 2 extra minutes. But I had to post on Instagram to see if anybody else wanted to join in and watch this mail haul video. Already grabbing boxes and stuff like that. How's everybody doing this fine evening? At least it's 8 o'clock where I'm at. Hopefully it's either the same or maybe earlier, so it's not really completely evening. And don't worry, I'm not opening a box. I'm just sort of cutting off shipping information. Nobody needs to know my info. Oh, okay. I was just seeing where this was from. I was like, I don't even know what this is. But we got a box. Willie Woodson. What's up? What is up, Willie Woodson? Yeah, man, I just ended up, tonight was trash night. And really, I got some boxes in. Had some gift cards from Amazon, ordered some stuff, and it all just sort of like hit at once. So the wife, give me that, sort of look, and I'm like, shit. Like, I gotta do something. And first thing came to mind is like, hey, let me do a mail haul video so I can get the stuff out of the cardboard, so I can get the cardboard out the trash tonight. So it's basically I'm like doing this live and then I'm taking trash out. I mean, being an adult. But one thing that did come that wasn't for me, a Squatty Potty. Squatty Potties are amazing. This big ass box. I was like, I don't remember ordering that. And the wife's like, I ordered a Squatty Potty. And I'm like, cool, because Squatty Potties are fantastic. If you haven't used one, you should use a Squatty Potty. And Judd, what do you mean entertain you? Entertain you with what? You were adding extra things, like I think you mentioned I was going to do a puppet show. I was going to do like a trapeze act and all this stuff. Like it's not a circus, man. It's not like throw pennies and make me dance or whatever that whole saying is. But hopefully everybody is doing good. I mean, what's everybody been picking up lately? Here I'm going to show you guys some stuff. And actually, I'm going to put this box back. So we're not talking about that box yet. We're going to go with this box. I already opened this box. So let's see. So I ordered, I basically, I find these deals. I don't even know if I find these deals. It's the fact that I'll find myself just going through like Macari, eBay, looking for things from nostalgia, things that I had as a kid that I don't have that I wouldn't mind having again. And there's been some other collectors that have came up, like the Tattoo Toy Hunter, my buddy Paul Hughes. Like they'll come across like stuff, and I'll be like, "Damn, you guys have the best of luck." So they actually picked up some things called Battle Beast, and I don't know if you guys are aware, Battle Beast were these like little beasts, Takara. They were sort of part of Transformers, but not really. Had like a rock paper scissor type of setup where you had like your wood, water, fire. Yeah, and I think there's like a special one they released, but they had those like little rubs that you can see what they are. So, I got quite a few of them. So, we got the camel here. Oh shit, I just dropped the mouse. It wasn't like a battle beast. We got ourselves a walrus. Try to go through these because it's a decent little haul, I would say, at least, and how I got these. And let me pick up this mouse. There we go. Don't want to accidentally click on some stuff that I shouldn't be clicking on and closing out, and you guys be like, what the hell's going on? What's up, Venom Fang? So we also got a little gorilla. Now I got two different little lots. So these things, if you guys are aware, can be a little pricey. And when I mean pricey, like a little guy like this with a rub can be easily like a $15 to $20 little figure. These things are really small. They got articulated arms, and that's sort of the articulation that you get with these guys. one that I was sort of stoked that I got. I never had it as a kid, but it's definitely a cool looking one. It's the seahorse. And a lot of these have their rubs on them, and a lot of them work. Got this like grizzly bear looking dude. They were not thrifted, Venom Fang, off of eBay. In a sense, like thrifted. And I'll tell you guys how. Basically, how I do my eBay stuff is there's a couple ways. You know, best offers. You got to know what you're hunting for. Definitely me searching Battle Beast. This frog is dope, by the way. With Battle Beast, you got to look at a couple things. Do they come with a weapon? None of mine did. Do they have the rub attached? Like this guy did not. But he's really cool looking hippo, and his paint's pretty cool. And what I mean pretty cool is the fact that the paint's not all scratched up, because a lot of these, they won't have the proper arms. They will be all scratched all the hell from kids just playing with them. I mean, these things came out in the 80s and they're little rubbery guys. So imagine them like muscles in a sense, or the muscle men, and you sit there and throw them around and trash them, and nobody really gave a crap as a kid. Then I got this this looks like, I think he's like an anteater or something, a mongoose. I don't know what this one is, but it has a rub. But I got all those, and nowhere close to what they go for. And so how that worked, as I'm putting this box down, how that worked is I would hit up these best offers I'd offer, and then of course I'd go lower than what I would want to pay, and they'd try to counter and stuff. So you do that back and forth. So, or best offer, that's a good way of doing it. Or sometimes I will see like a price point that a seller's selling it for, go in and see what they're selling. A lot of these people are antique dealers, or they're resellers themselves, where it looks like they just run like a booth in like an antique mall or something like that. So you could just message them, be like, what's the lowest you would go? Would you take this? And a lot of times they'll hit you back with an offer with that price you quoted, and then you just accept it. So it's pretty good. So none of those, I didn't even pay $10 a piece for those. So if I wanted to flip them, right there, I could get a lot more, triple to quadruple pretty much what I paid. And yeah, Evil Bay, Evil Bay, you just got to know how to play the Evil Bay. Makari the same way, man. You just got to know how to play it. You don't want to be that guy that's like, hey, I want this for like dirt cheap. You got to be realistic, but you also got to be realistic on when you're trying to get it and how quickly they're trying to sell the stuff. Because a lot of these people that have these eBay stores, they just want to sell the stuff. And half the times they get it in lots, or they, they just basically get it in a bunch of stuff they'll buy, and they just will try to get something out of it. So I got all those. Those were awesome. So it's cool to have those. There's a couple I still need to have that I remember having as a kid, like this eagle type of it was like a white bird type of character, and then the bat. Like I remember both of those. What is up, Kevin? Both Kevins, actually. Tattoo Toy Hunter and, oh yeah, MacMan in the building. So just got done sort of showing off some Battle Beasts I picked up. But those were something I got a while ago. Like this is something that I picked up from, I don't know if you guys are Mythic Legions collectors or not, but I am a Mythic Legions collector, and I got from the mystery box, if you guys seen some of my other videos, I got that Victus character from Empire Toy Shop. They had a mystery Mythic Legions, and I got him, and was like, oh, cool. But then I was disappointed because I'm collecting the Aether figures, which are like demons, orcs, goblins, like ogres, trolls, that type of setup. And here I got this like Spartan looking dude. And I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with this? So I start looking and find out the faction he's with is very small. And I'm getting the leader of the faction from the 2-pack. I do believe the leader's Attila. And that's coming with the 2-pack from the Mythic Legions Kickstarter setup that I jumped in onto, the 2 figures, because one was Aether, and I was like, oh, I'm probably going to sell this other character. Well, no, now I'm going to keep him because I have Victus or Vitus or whatever his name is. It's right there. And yeah, it's Vitus. So then I was like, who else do I want? Like, there's some other figures listed in that faction. And I was like, it'd be pretty cool to just sort of have a little small enemy to have against my Aether faction. which would get destroyed, by the way, because my Aether faction's beautiful. Very beautiful setup. And the 2 figures that I wanted, they came in the Aether wave. Well, if you look at how much the Aether figures are like that wave of figures, they're creeping up. So one day I looked on eBay, just was getting an idea, Macari, all that stuff. People are selling them for like $70 something and up. And I was trying to reach out to people in the Cabal. Somebody hit me up, said they might have them. And I didn't want to push it because it was around the holidays. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to continue looking. Posted up some new pictures of my stuff on the Cabal site or Facebook group and told them, I was like, yeah, I'm still missing 2 other people. Hopefully I can find them without getting bent over, because secondary market when it comes to Mythic Legions is crazy. I mean, even getting them through like Big Bad Toy Store and stuff is pretty pricey as is, because you're looking at, they go up for retail for 35 for when they're on with the store Horsemen, the 4 Horsemen's website. Then you go to like 59 or whatever. So I looked these new figures up like recently, and I'm like, crap, they're over $100. And I'm like, I'm screwed. I got this one extra figure, and it's going to be with the leader of this group, and it's going to look stupid. I don't want it. But thankfully, people of the Cabal, there's a guy named Steve, hit me up. He's like, yeah, you should check out Steven's Collectibles. They'll mail to you. And I was like, your name's Steve, and you're suggesting the Steven's Collectibles. That sounds sketchy. Like, he gave me the number and everything. And so I'm like, I went, first thing you do, Google it, check it out, see if it's legit. And it was a legit store in Texas. I called the guy. They had Mythic Legions. And what's great about them is they ship it, the ones they have in stock, pretty reasonable price. And they ship for $10 flat rate shipping across the United States. So if you're looking for Mythic Legions, Steven's Collectibles, you can hit him up, see what he has. But this figure, he didn't say he was running. He was running a little low, but it was a must-have for me. And what's cool is he actually will send you a statement through your email. He'll just be like, here's your, or not statement, invoice. Oh, we got Kyle in the building. What is up? All right. So this one, if you're going to have pretty, I feel like this is like the faction that this other faction I'm collecting is exact like opposite of the Aether faction. And the dude bubble wrapped it really well. But a little bit of paint rub on the plastic, but I don't see if it came off of any part of his body, which is good. But we got ourselves Magnus. He's from the Lion King faction. I don't know what that is, the Lion something. But the fact is, this dude's dope, and he's going to go really well with Attila, if I'm getting that right. I think that's the leader. But I had to get him because, you got to have your little squad. And they did a really good job. I mean, the head sculpt. Look at the head sculpt. I don't know if it's too blurry, but yeah, you can see the paint transfer on the plastic a little bit, but it's awesome head sculpt. And he does have a helmeted head sculpt in there too. And there's something rolling around in there. I think it's something like a puffy thing that goes into the top of the helmet or something like that. And let me see. Oh, what's up, Narc, man? Narc showing up. Just showing off some stuff, man. I picked up Narc will definitely just grabbing a handful of them. eBay score, Battle Beasts. There you go. I got like, I think like 10 or more, something like that. Nice little setup. And dude, if you Kevin, hit up Steven's Collectibles. I'll send you the information because yeah, I think he had those. The guy that hit me up said he picked up, I think, that set, or maybe it was something, but I'll hit you up with the info. But yeah, this dude is sick. I'm probably not going to have him with this helmet because the human head sculpt on this bad boy is gorgeous. So I like to, like with Mythic Legions, if they come with a helmet, I sort of like the figure to be holding their helmet. A lot of times, depending, but like with humans, especially with a good head sculpt like this, I'll have him holding his helmet. So let's get this out of the way. We also got so some of this stuff, good old Amazon. And Kyle says he hopes to do a video unboxing at the end of the month showing that massive lot off, bro. Yeah, Monroe Rain is getting a massive amount of MCU Legends off of me. So we've been working on a deal, and we just been sort of trying to use words. I just been piling the stuff up. Like, I think we got to agreement. I started putting those in the box, and then I just started as I thinning out some of my stuff, I just added extra ones into his box. But he's gonna have a heck of a Marvel Legends video when he does his. But let's see. Judd, open it so you can see it better. You will during my review, man. During my review. And if you guys didn't see and you guys are like all about the nostalgia, Narc, Not Another Retro channel, did a really cool video of some stuff he got from Kid Robot, and it really hit the nostalgia. Definitely a lot of items that I was really impressed with for being like plushies and stuff. The first stuff I was like, all right, cool. But then it's like, I think he set it up in order, or he didn't even know the order, but either way, it was like some cool stuff. Then it got better, and then the last thing he shows, I'm not gonna spoil it, was just amazing. So definitely go check that out if you guys are into, you know, retro stuff, which I know a lot of you guys are. If you're collecting, you gotta love some retro figures. Speaking of figures, I did get the Redeco of Duke. So we don't got any gold or crazily bright gloves or anything. And what's crazy is we're going to get another Duke. You're going to buy a Duke that probably looks like this with tiger stripe pants to get a fucking vehicle. I'm going to say this, and my buddy Tony we've sort of talked about it. You're probably going to see 3 of every figure easily, like minimum. Because we already got like 3 Scarlets. We got like 4 Roadblocks. We got 3 Cobra Commanders. We got 3 Dukes. Like, it just seems like we're gonna get all these, like all the Snake Eyes we got. And that sort of sucks because I care less about the Tiger Force stuff. I'm still probably gonna pick it up. I'm not army building any of them. And I did order from Hasbro Pulse 1 Bat, 1 Alley Viper to hold me off until I got my pre-orders. So yeah, the Belphegor is sick. That is sick. Oh, and then you got Tony in here. You got a lot of toys, man. Show everybody your stack of stuff. So, but yeah, so that G.I. Joe, I pretty much have all the Redecos now. No, I don't have the Redeco of Snake Eyes, which I do need to get a new Snake Eyes because that original Snake Eyes that wasn't the collector's edition one or whatever has the most wobbliest waist, and it aggravates me. So I got to find a Redeco Snake Eyes or Snake Eyes without that crazy floppy waist. Because I just have the Snake Eyes sitting like legs crossed and stuff like he's meditating, and it just sucks because a figure like that doesn't need to be in that position. All right. These more boxes here with my very dull knife. I need the sharp. It even has tape goo on it. It's taped goo. But yeah, if you guys I think that the new Mythic Legions Poxus wave, the pre-orders are closing soon. So if you guys are looking to jump into Mythic Legions, definitely check that out. That whole wave is dope. Thankfully, none of the characters really fit with the Aether faction, so I was able to pass on a lot of them, even though I was very tempted. And I know a lot of people are collecting each leader and their horse because technically they're like the 4 horsemen of apocalypse. Aether is pretty much like war. The Poxus one is pestilence. Then there's another one that was even before that, but that pre-order is going on and they look amazing. They started doing with these crazy effect pieces, amazing paint. There's like a dragon dude. That stuff's up for pre-order and the price is good. So if you're thinking about it, you can easily get into that and do a whole faction right there pretty much. And if you're unsure of factions, go check out their website. You can Google Mythic Legions factions to see who goes with who. All right, so we got crap. More crap. All right, so for you guys that are as old as me, Oh, we got Ryan Laserpants in here. What's up, man? So far, we've only shown some Battle Beasts, the Redeco Duke, and Mythic Legions. That's all you guys have missed if you're just tuning in. But for all you old motherfuckers, like you young guys aren't going to know this movie. And some of you old people may not know this movie. And if you don't know it, but in your Ferris Bueller type fan, shit, I'm just knocking stuff over. 3 O'Clock High. I was so stoked that I saw it on Amazon for actual on Blu-ray. So if you haven't seen this movie, I highly, highly recommend it. If you're into that 80s Ferris Bueller type of stuff, this movie is great. I would even say that it could even be better than Ferris Bueller. I know Ferris Bueller has a lot of iconic moments, but this is definitely a must-have if you're into that. This thing came out, see if it has the original date on here, 1987. This came out in 1987, but great film. See, it's not all toys in here. And this one, I'm not even go there, Kevin, with that statement. I don't know if I can say. Unfortunately, man, there's a lot of movies that were made in certain eras, man, that you're gonna feel that way. And I'm sorry, but I would still suggest you check it out. Yeah, I would. Oh, Judd has seen it. Holy crap. All right, so this next item, it's a heavy piece. I'm trying not to spoil it. All right, I wasn't going to get this. I wasn't at all, but thankfully gift cards come in handy. And I didn't want to get the one that was on Hasbro Pulse because it was expensive, but I don't really have many Power Rangers monsters. And when you got yourself a pudgy pig that comes with a fork and a knife and his jaw and stuff moves, I mean, how can you say no to this? Look at that face. How can you say no to that cute face? Little piggy. It's funny. I'm going to show you guys this, and I have yet to review any of my Lightning collection yet. But yeah, so I got for villain wise, I mean, I got this Rita, Zed, Goldar. Paul Hughes has a pumpkin snatcher or pumpkin whatever, pumpkin wrapper. That's what it was for me. And yeah, it's pretty much, I think I'm set. I got the one dude that I can't think of his name that makes the clay dudes and Rita enlarges them. I want to call him like Phileas or Phoenix, or I can't think of his name. But either way, I have him too. That's going to be coming down the road. But it's just a cool freaking pig. It's sort of an iconic looking figure. And his nose. Oh, his nose did break the plastic on this. So it's already open in a sense. Yeah, that pig fig is weird enough. Oh, see, Ryan seen that movie. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. And I know, Kevin, it was a joke. It was a joke, man. Just one of those things where it's like, yeah. Finster. Yeah, Finster. He looks amazing. It's crazy that some people got him already early, but I can't wait. I can't wait until they make the others. All the Mighty Morphin stuff, I'm pretty much a huge fan of. I don't need to collect all the monsters, but I need that core Zed Rita group, and then the Rangers. And speaking, with Tattoo Toy Hunter saying stuff about the pig fig is weird enough to be amazing. It is true, but you also, my friend, I do believe you have a good like Barnyard Commandos type of collection you're building up over there with all your vintage stuff and that stuff. I remember having a couple of those as a kid, and those things still just are awesome. Don't own any anymore, but they are still awesome. I love the sculpts and just the simplicity of those. All right, so we're down to another box, but it makes me wonder. I wonder if I think there might be a box in my mailbox because I totally didn't even go out and get my mail. What type of box is this? Oh, it's one of it's sealed like on the side versus like on the bottom. Neo SNC site. Got somebody from Russia, Judd, that's posting some stuff. You might want to just, just remove that out of there. I don't know what that is. No offense to stuff, but right when you say, site, I'm thinking you're a bot. You're trying to send us to some stuff so you can steal some information. So if you see that, Judd, just go ahead and remove that. Any of that weird crap. Especially that irrelevant Hulk motherfucker. Like, you see him start posting shit. Nobody cares about his opinion about anything. Look at that. Look at that action hidden by Judson Osgood. This is another figure I didn't care about. Well, I sort of did. I did. But Judd and everybody that I've seen review this figure, have this figure, and it was in a lot of people's top 10. And I'm a sucker because I wanted it, and it just pushed me enough because I wanted a skinny version of this. And instead, we got this big, knock shit over, Hulkin Violator. This thing is massive artwork figure. Since the Swamp Thing, purchase this, I feel very confident in investing into because of the amount of detail that McFarlane's able to put into some of these larger scaled figures. The articulation being what it is still not bad, but definitely a roided out Violator that just it looks amazing in person. It does. Like, anybody saying it doesn't, they don't know what they're talking about. Roided out, but awesome. It's a Violator, and he's huge. He's huge. So really two big figures. Then I got another Blu-ray in here. Some of you guys might laugh. I do physical media. When it comes to like my movies, I love my Blu-rays and 4K. I still like CDs. I just really feel like physical media is still going to be the best when you get quality wise, just like anybody collecting some vinyl, vinyl records are going to sound spectacular compared to, getting it in digital format. You just get to hear some things. Thank you, Ryan, for the super chat. Got to run, but I'll watch the rest on replay. I appreciate that, man. Have a great night. And what do we got here? That's a great. Okay, so we got a lot of people. So we got Kevin. That's a great fig. Tony, I might regret not getting him. Tony, you are gonna regret. Like, I'm telling you, dude. Like, who was it? It was Ernest. Ernest had it, or was it Art G? One of the two. My top 10. Like, they pulled that sucker out. I was like, damn. Yeah, no, it was Ernest because I think Ernest said it took a topple. But yeah, even yeah, even as Todd Slobber on the Violator fig. Hey, I mean, he's like hit or miss with his figures. I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of the Batman Beyond Batgirl type of character, but I'm like, hey, they just released the same figure with the alternate head, and go buy that figure if you want that alternate head. Again, just doesn't make sense. I know they're trying to make up for the one-off sculpts, but damn, that's annoying. Never seen of those Spawn figs in the wild. Neither have I. I've yet to see the Gunslinger Spawn, which now I think I'm interested in because a lot of people in the Cannibals group and collecting community have that figure. They love it. They enjoy it. And I'm like, damn. I was like, that's like, maybe it is a good figure because I didn't really care for the cowboy hat. The little, like, the stack hat or whatever, the smokestack hat. It was just weird to me. But I do think I want to get the original versus the new one that's going to drop because I don't want a minigun. I want that like lever action rifle I think he comes with, and then his 6 shooters because I think you lose the lever action with the new one. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. And then Tony says he never misses with Spawn. Tony, do your usual and get 3. They're still available on Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I guess if you're McFarlane and Spawn is your baby, it should be the best figure line that you're pumping out. It should take a dump on the DC figures, to be honest. But that Swamp Thing figure is is amazing. It's probably one of the best DC figures out there. Um, this one, I've never seen it. I watched a trailer of it really quick, but the artist is done by the guys that did the anime Hellsing. I ended up picking up on Blu-ray. It's a full set collection. It's called Drifters. I've never heard of this anime, but from the trailer, it looked pretty good. And I really like the Hellsing art and animation style. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out, swords and violence and all that stuff. I just love anime with crazy katana fighting and blood spraying. It's some of the best anime. And speaking of anime, I had a lot of like the Naruto like shows on DVD. I think they might have been some knockoffs or something like that, but I had like all the way leading up into shipping it, and now I'm getting them on Blu-ray because Blu-ray, blah, wow, blah, 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 blah. Blu-ray quality compared to like streaming it through YouTube or whatever, or not YouTube, but Netflix. I think one of them, Hulu, somebody has the series that you can stream. It's still not as clean as the Blu-ray. So I've actually been watching that with the wife and getting her addicted, and she's been loving it. So that's one series I really, really enjoy. And I think I really enjoy it because of like growing up with like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. Dragon Ball Z, you're dealing with the fighting and the martial arts and stuff is just crazy in lines, and you're just seeing fists moving and just shifting because it's just so fast that once you watch like Naruto's animation and they're fighting and stuff, it's just so smooth and just it's awesome. It's definitely a classic anime that if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. Um, what we got? Oh, yeah. Kevin, he needs to stop with those rainbow color Mortal Kombat spawns. Yeah, yeah. The whole like here, let's just change. But that's how it was in Mortal Kombat. You could change out the color. Okay. If you like Helsing, you'll love Drifters. Okay. I figured, Kevin, that you would know. You won't finish Naruto until 2027. No, I have finished it before. And I'm basically doing it as the Blu-rays come in. So I got a couple stacked up. We probably got like before we get into ship it in, probably 80 episodes, maybe like 80 more episodes to get into ship it in. And the last episode we watched was before Naruto was gonna fight Neji. And I was like, she's like, yeah, well, let's take a break. I'm like, what? He just got to the arena. He's about to do his fight. You want to stop now? Because me seeing it before, I just know how there's certain fights that are just so iconic that it's just badass. I mean, like, come on, everybody talks about the Rock Lee and Gara fight. Like, that's just one of those iconic fights. Kyle couldn't ever get into anime. My brother loves it. So everybody can get into anime. You just got to find the category of anime that you like, or the types of films you like. You can find that in anime form, because there's a lot of people think anime is all goofy, crazy, like off the wall, exaggerated stuff. But there's some serious anime out there that you can watch, and you're just like, damn, it's like watching a movie. Because some of the shoes, some of the shows, like Naruto, it has its serious moments, and then it has its goofy things with the facial expressions. But you can find some really serious anime out there. Um, I've never watched One Piece ever, 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 ever. Tattoo Toy Hunter. Anyone into Super 7 Simpsons? I am pretty much done with subpar 7, man. I don't like once they showed the Animaniacs, like they're like, "Hey, we're doing this," but then they showed the price to go with it. They're just really milking us for our nostalgia. Like I got Casey Jones, Donatello coming. Once I have those, I'm on the fence of either committing to that slash figure, but if I do the slash figure, I'm done. Like I'm done with Super 7. I can't stand the feel of their figures. For their budget, those figures should feel amazing. Nothing should be loose and floppy or hollow feeling. And I really feel like they're just sticking it to us. And I should have learned my lesson when they released the Toxic Crusader. I bought two of them. And then they released a third one. And I'm like, I'm not doing that shit again. The dude can't even support holding his freaking mop up. Like his arm cannot support the weight of the fucking mop. Like, how are you gonna have a toxic Crusader, Toxic Avenger, and not be able to hold your mop with one hand? So it's like you have to like rig him up where he's holding it this way, but it's like, why? Since I have two, I don't want to have him posed up the same way. It's just shitty. It's very shitty. Wait, I'm watching One Piece again currently. You trip. Oh, you tripping out. I try zombie anime, but I don't know any. A zombie anime. Damn, that's actually a good. If you're into sort of like that horror type of stuff, I mean, you might like Tokyo Ghoul. It's not zombie, but it's pretty cool. Um, Attack on Titan. I'm not a fan of it, but I might have to give it another try because a lot of people said it's really good. I just once the main character did something in the anime, I was just like, yeah, it's sort of stupid, but that's sort of like horror-esque, giant, like freaking naked people eating people. That's sort of cool. Um, Vampire Hunter D, there are two films. There is, I think, I don't know if no, they didn't do an anime series. Vampire Hunter D, both films are excellent films if you just want strictly like vampires. Yeah, like and then also, oh yeah, Mac Man, Kevin, he knows a lot about anime too, Kyle. So he's in the Plastic Cannibals. Oh, Zombie Attack on Titan. Okay. Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, so yeah, I was right. Super 7 is amazing. G, I'm all in, but I'll pick and choose on the Simpsons line. Okay, so pick and choose, I guess. I mean, who made those original Simpson figures in the first place? I thought they did a hell of a job. They had like play sets with like the sound chips and shit. Oh yeah, Castlevania. I didn't watch Castlevania, but yeah, that's another good one. Uh One that I thought was cool, but it stopped. It didn't like it just sort of stopped. Dead Man Wonderland was a great anime. Super violent, just very, very cool. Um, Playmates made those. Yeah, the Playmates killed it with the Simpsons line. I don't even know why anybody would think of doing Super 7. I mean, granted, I'm sure Super 7 is going to fill it with a bunch of accessories that are just like things we've seen, but be expecting to dump your wallet if they're going to follow through with all the Simpson characters. Yeah, it's going to be expensive, but also, are they going to follow through? Are they going to do as many characters as Playmates did? Let's see. I didn't watch the Witcher anime. I haven't watched it yet, but both live action series, season 1 and season 2, fucking phenomenal. Judd typing, doing all that. So, yeah, I do have one more box. One more box. That's why I was confused by the Super 7 announcement. If you're a Simpson fan, the Playmates line is A1 for you. Berserk is good. Berserk manga is fantastic. The original 25 episodes were amazing. And then they tried doing the reboot, which they tried to implement like the 3D cell shaded animation. I mean, it wasn't as good. I really love the first 25 episodes that they originally dropped, even though it doesn't follow the manga to the T, but I love that animation style versus trying to do 3D animated stuff, the cell shaded 3D, because it just didn't seem to fit. But I do own everything Berserk wise on Blu-ray, DVD for the 25 episodes. So yeah, Berserk is always good. It's definitely good stuff. Oh shit, Judd one finger types. All right, so I got another box. We got a box from Diamond. Good old Diamond. Let's see what we got. What did we get today from Diamond? I love me some Diamond boxes. Because I never know what I'm going to get. Okay. Kevin's still pumping out some anime that I got to even look into. Man, typing class for me was like on these old, probably new for Judd though, but they were like the green screens where you played like Oregon Trail on, but you played like these games where you had to like spell or like type in things to progress the character through the level and stuff like that. Cardboard, bubble wrap. What I see in here is delicious paper. All right, so 4 things. We're going to start with the first thing. Got ourselves Omniman from Invincible. Actually looking really crispy. But yeah, Omni-Man from Invincible. Great show if you haven't watched it. Great comic as well. We got some Omni-Man. Adding to Lord of the Rings. We got, I think this is series 3 with Aragorn in there. Comes like a little torch and everything. Sword looks good. Let me see how his human face looks. Not bad. Not bad at all. It actually looks like the actor. Like they're getting really good with their sculpts. Like that's pretty awesome. That's really why, Frodo, like all these figures from Lord of the Rings of Diamonds doing are freaking phenomenal. Oh, this dude's tiny but looks amazing. So we got the Moria Orc. And what's crazy is he does come with a alternate head, so you can have him with his like helmet all on or off. So you can really army build these dudes. These guys would probably fit with Mythic Legions as well. But not too bad. Comes like a spear, the helmet that's on him. You can actually see his eyes underneath and everything. And he has like a weird, all handcrafted looking sword. But it looks, it's weird that the only build a figure piece that he has is the Sauron's mace right there. But dude, that's awesome. And I even got the first wave on my big bad toys pile loot. I have the first wave, so I have Gimli and Legolas. So then once I get those in, review everything, I can build Sauron, and then that deluxe golem is going to be dope because it comes with the swords that Legolas was missing. So they actually corrected their wrong with the deluxe golem. I'm not really going for the golem with the translucent Frodo. Not really my thing. I don't really need it. But the rest I'll probably get into. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Judd, the Omni-Man fig sucks. Throw it in my box. Okay. Judd and Tony learned to type with a hammer and a chisel. Laugh. Oh, Tony, they didn't have computers when Judd was in high school. Thank you. Damn. Stop hating. You wish you had a hammer and a chisel skills. Dude, that's like the stone, like the Flintstones with the stone tablet and stuff. That's crazy. In this piece, now you guys know I've done some gallery reviews. I do have some extras I still need to review. Such as like I have like a Predator, I have Iron Giant gallery piece, and then I have one of their premium pieces I still have to review. I got to get like a little round spinny thing so I can really show off these statues because I'm not really prepared. But this is a gallery piece that I wanted. I'm telling you guys, look at that. This thing is gorgeous. Like they have another one where it's the Pimp Daddy Destro. The water is green instead of the blue. That's coming out as well. But this is pretty clean. The actual rocket effect plugs in. It's all done in PVC. So a very affordable like gallery statue item, which is freaking crazy. And just the whole box, like it's G.I. Joe to the freaking T. Big old Cobra logo in the background. The explosions and everything. They really designed the box really well. And especially, you know, you got the Cobra, the enemy all over this thing. So, it is too fucking good to be a collector right now. Like, it is the best time to be a fucking collector. Because, I mean, if you think about it, G.I. Joes are back. You got McFarlane coming back with Spawn. You got Super 7 doing Thundercats, you know, and the Turtles. But NECA's doing the cartoon Turtles. Granted, they're plastic shit and will break on you, but the figures are great. They look great. Pose them once, put them on a shelf. It's just awesome that we're getting all of this stuff. I mean, fucking Boglins. Boglins are back. I was able to get, like, I had this one as a kid. My older brother that was in the army actually handed this thing down to my oldest brother. I remember we were with our dad driving from the military base in Alabama back to Michigan. My brother was like messing with it in the window to other drivers and stuff like that. And then it got handed down to me and I loved it. But then I got older and I ripped the eyeballs out of it. And then I just, after I got bored with the eyes, I sort of just tossed it in a bin of toys. But the thing is just the fact that all this nostalgia, all this stuff is coming to us. It is the best time to be a collector. I mean, yeah, our wallets may not be the happiest. Our wives may not be the happiest when they see these boxes coming in and stuff. But the fact is, we get this stuff. It makes us happy. We put it in one room, and you know, we let them have the entire house. But I just I don't know. I don't know what I would do without these little amazing little plastic sculptures that we can pose and do photos with and really like come on. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody bitches about these figures. Once they were dropping, yeah, the gold may not have been this, but this is Duke. It looks Duke enough. It's a modern take on Duke. And it was awesome. You know, a lot of people complained. They heard, they made their changes, and now we're getting like 15 versions of characters. But hey, you know, we're getting G.I. Joes. See Kevin agreeing. It's a wonderful time to be a collector for sure. Four feathers. That's a nice ass Destro statue. Man, you got Kool-Aid and Pac-Man nostalgia all day. I don't got no Pac-Man stuff. I do have the Kool-Aid right there. You know, got my buddy Ryan Thomas got me that Funko Transformer and G.I. Joe set. There's still Funkos in there, but I was so happy because it's a G.I. Joe lunch pail. I always wanted the metal ones from when I was a kid that came with the thermos, but all of them were rusted and gross. So I could never find one that was clean. And then a lot of times people want to bend you over for those. And still going back with I do have the Pac-Man. I'm a dumb shit right there. Ghost. I'm like, I don't got no freaking Pac-Man. You shut your mouth. And now that I'm looking, I have a fucking 8-bit ghost light my wife got me that changes color when you plug it in. It like changes color with the music. Judd says, yeah, even though I no longer collect Hasbro, they've been killing it with G.I. Joe lately. Judd, you'll collect it. You just will not purchase it yourself. If somebody is like, hey, I got it, you know, send it your way. You don't deny Hasbro. You just refuse to spend your money on Hasbro. Which you know, I get it. I get it. You've been wronged. Nasty old milk stains. What? What are you talking about? Nasty old milk stains. Oh, for the I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have been loving the MCU Legends. I mean, I had to cut them out because I need to make room for other things. but the MCU figures still look really good. Tommy is looking like a creep back there. True. Who's what? Tommy. What are you talking about? He's talking about Toxie? Oh, this is actually fun. You guys are saying shit, and I'm like, what's in my room that you're talking about? Yeah, he does look like he's creeping. Yeah. I got a bunch of random shit everywhere. And even my Mezco shelf right here is just getting full. Like this is all Rumble Society stuff. This is all Gomez stuff. And it's getting crazy packed. You say that, but you just so Molten Man doesn't count. Molten Man is I knew what I was getting into with that build a figure. I think it's a fantastic build a figure piece. That's why I like it. That was one that I was like, yep, I'll build it. It'll go with because it goes with anything. It's just a golden drippy dude. It may not be the Molten Man that everybody wants, but it's fucking Molten Man, and the blacklight reactive plastic is cool. You put the LED in it. It's a cool, weird ass figure, and that's sort of what I get sucked into. Yeah. I saw the Art has so much shit he don't remember what's on the shelves. That's true. It's true. Well, when he said Tommy, I was just like, man, there's some sirens going off outside. People breaking the law. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff everywhere. If you really look at my background, you guys can see stuff. I mean, we got Jake from Adventure Time right here. We got Captain America, we got Venom Pool, or no, what the fuck is this one? Symbiote Venom or Deadpool? It was a fucking Deadpool that has some symbiote shit. I don't even remember. But all this stuff like Donnie Darko, Dorbs right there. It's original behind Kool-Aid Man's an original Boglin. We got ourselves Batman Beyond right there. We got ourselves Ghost of Grayskull. I mean, it's LSD art. What are you talking about? What? Them Joes on the wall are trash sending to me. Joe, do you want me to send all of it? These Joes on the wall are thanks to uh Tony, man. He came over and he was like, we got to get these out of the tote. And I do have some gappage that needs to get filled with some other figures that I'm missing. I need to get a hold of that new Scarlet, but that's going to be impossible. I refuse to pay that retail ridiculous price. Like the secondary market's so dumb. We need a room tour video. You and Judd both like I'm getting there. I'm actually getting there. The fact is that I can actually walk around my place in this room now is awesome. The fact that I can me throwing the boxes over there, it makes it a barricade, but yeah, I'll do a room tour at some point. I still have some setup stuff that I need to get up. I still have some Joes I need to pin up on the walls. Um yeah, all that good stuff. Wait, what? Tony, you'll come over. You'll see, bro. You'll see. Look at this. Look at this rolling it back. I can go back further. I can get up and walk around. Tony, don't make me do this on camera right now. But which is wild. The last time I saw when we FaceTime last, Kintaro wins for sure in my collection. I have a spot in my new room that I'm dedicating to Tony once I get this stuff up. Uh, I know it was a flawless victory, Tony. Yeah, I mean it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Like I have stuff that I still need to figure out what I'm doing because I think I'm getting rid of my Star Wars anything besides the trilogy in a sense because I'm like those take up space. I already got rid of Palpatine. And I just really feel like I just want to focus on the Mandalorians in the like, the original trilogy to free up some space because I collect a lot of shit. And I got to really start hammering it down because bringing it in, I got to find spots to put everything. And unless I start putting more detolfs in this, I don't even know how much detolfs weigh. So I'm like, if I keep adding detolfs, I'm not on like a main ground. So like, I don't need this stuff to go through the ceiling or, bust through the floor or some shit. That would suck. Whole floor just whoosh. Man, Tony with all the laughing, dude. Yeah, on that you smoking that medicinal stuff over there, Tony. You got the giggles. But yeah, guys, I mean that's pretty much my mail haul. Move what? Move what? Move. Move. What are you talking about? You want me to get up and walk around? I can't unplug the webcam and carry it around. That would be cool, you know. So, but what's everybody else been getting in? Anybody else jump on those bats and alley vipers that dropped? Has anybody even gotten any bats and alley vipers? Well, besides Tony. Oh, moved to a new house. Yeah, man, that's what the wife has been saying. It's like, we need a new house. I want a bigger house. We can go someplace where it's cheaper. Maryland is expensive as shit. But I'm like, damn, like you want me to sell this and buy a new one? It's a seller's market for sure, but a buyer's market, it is not. Interest rates, yes, but yeah, I've been hearing just war stories of people trying to get in houses for, they have to sell their house. They get into a freaking apartment for like 6 months, and it takes them 6 months to after bidding and bidding on houses. I don't want to deal with that shit. I'm smoking that Swamp Thing accessory. You cut your hair? No, dude. No, I didn't. It's just all fucking. It is not cut whatsoever. I just have the hat on. I haven't cut anything. My beard looks like butt. Looks like butt hair. Holy 18 bats coming and 12 more alley vipers. Kevin, we already know. We already know that I want to see that shit opened and put on. I want to see that on display. Because if you don't, I'm going to poop in a box and mail it to you. I need to see that army set up. If you're doing it, I have all 10 of my, oh no, 9. 9 of my Cobra infantry lined up on a shelf. So once I get my officers, they're going to go up there like my 5 bats, my 5 alley vipers. I'll have 6, but I'm helping somebody out with 1 of each. So I'm doing 5 and 5. I'm keeping my army building to 5 and 5. The infantry was what I needed to go crazy with. I even 5 and 5, like 5 vipers on a shelf takes up a shit ton of room. So I really got to start figuring out space and how I'm going to be doing stuff. Kyle, I got a MCU display plan, finish our deal, then track down a Hulkbuster. You should be able to get a Hulkbuster pretty easily. I mean, they had the original Build-A-Figure, then they had the 2-pack, and then I think they even had a UK version. Tony being swearing and grumping. Yeah, Judd says it. Out of the box picks, Kevin, or they don't exist. You only have 2 troopers, Tony. What troopers of what? What troopers? Think I got today. You got a bunch today. Oh my collection exists, Judd. I thought you were talking about Kevin and his bats and stuff, but you're calling out Tony in his boxes. I can vouch for Tony Judd. I did see his man cave space. Um, it's definitely going to be like Art G Ernest level of collecting space. It's pretty impressive. Um, and then of course, I'm dedicating time for myself to go and hang out and help him set everything up. Like I'm probably going to take some vacation days and just crash at his place, and all he needs to do is feed me, and I'll set up figures. And then, I'll have a little side box that he won't notice, and I'll just be slipping extra figures in there because he has like 50 of each damn figure. Only guy I know that he's like, I got five freaking what is that? The fucking Hydra Stompers. He's like, I got five of those. I'm like, what? Why do you got five Hydra Stompers? Judd's calling out both Kevin and Tony. I also need to finish my on card Fantastic Four set, then get a loose set. Yeah, man. If that's what scares me the most when it comes to GI Joes, I know they're going to do a retro 6-inch card back. It'd be stupid of them not to, and it's going to suck so freaking bad because I'm not going to want to do this with them because they're going to take up so much space, but I do want to do it because I love how this looks. So it's a lot of like balancing. And then it's also, if I hang them up, am I going to get a second set to open? So I think I'm going to have to figure a way to probably maybe just cut them out, keep the card backs. I don't know. But I know GI Joes are going to get those. O-ring stuff, I'm done with O-ring stuff. When they announced that they were doing O-rings, I thought that was silly because let's be real. We loved GI Joes as a kid. They were great toys. But if you had yourself a O-ring Duke in front of you, or you were offered one of these as a child, so O-ring Duke or this as a child, I would go with this because he comes with a bunch of cool shit. He's posable and stuff like that. So them re-releasing the O-rings, I'm just like, it isn't for me. My O-ring stuff is in a suitcase still. They're all individually bagged. I could put them on display, but I'd rather look at the 25th and newer versions. And I'd rather have my 6-inch Joes on display. Even though I do have a retro Sky Striker, I need the canopy, missing a couple of pieces. And then, I got some of the reissued O-ring ones that are here just because they make good wall space. There is one that goes in this blank spot, sort of came unpinned, which was weird. See, I'm going back and getting the figures on the old Fantastic Four card back and displaying them on card on the wall. Are you talking about like the vintage Fantastic Four? And Kevin, the only thing you have to do is destroy Tony's boxes and he'll give you the figs for free. That is true. Dude, fuck yeah, the 25th are still some dope ones. Like, found this dude when I was sort of going through some. Look at it. Dude's holding like an AK. It's got full like SWAT gear, says Cobra. He's got a radio that comes off of his harness, and the goggles, the helmet, the gas mask all come off, revealing a dude wearing a baklava. Like, that amount of detail in such a 3 3/4 figure. I mean, it's awesome. And yet they come and they make them in 6-inch form and they start giving fucking like one accessory with Scarlet in her movie form, which I did break my not buying any Snake Eyes movie figures. I did get Scarlet and I did order that Storm Shadow because even though he's milk and sometimes you need a ninja from the Milk clan, and it's cool to have just a miscellaneous ninja to have. Doesn't hurt. Yep, the 5-inch line. I'm also tracking down the old movie figs with Jessica Alba. I want those because the movie was out the year I met my father and he bought all the movie figs. Sweet. Yeah, man, that's some good stuff. I mean, definitely collecting, having that nostalgia is definitely a awesome thing. That's why we get really collect a lot of this stuff. It's nostalgia. I mean, why the hell would I have a giant like Kool-Aid Man Funko Pop and the big one and the small one? Why would I have Boglins? I mean, they're puppets that are really cool, but again, it's all about what you collect, what you like, what brings out those good memories. And Judd's ready to do that dual spawn unboxing. Okay, you need to make sure everything is all good. You got some good crystal clear picture because I mean, we go live, we're gonna be showing that shit. Yeah, the ship was cool. Just finding like vehicles, like older vehicles, and finding all the parts is just a pain. All you can always hit up Narc as well, not another retro channel. I know he or wherever he goes has a lot of retro stuff, like Retro Madness. Wow, I'm stupid. Couldn't even think of the name. We need a new room tour from Judd and Kev. We need a room tour. All right, so let's do this. All right, we'll do this live. We'll say this now. We're gonna plan we could do a 4-man room tour, or we can do 3-man. I'll just be the host. I can bring you guys in, and each one of you guys can show off, do a room tour because whoever's calling out people, being Tony, you need to do a room tour. Kevin, do a room tour. Judd, do a room tour. And I'll just do a whole video dedicated to mine, or I can be part of it too. It'll just make the fucking video super long, but still. Kyle says he still has the OG X-Men movie ship that was for the gross figure line. Talk about like the Fox, the Blackbird? I charge $5.50 a shelf. Whatever. Judd's all about that retro grainy video. Heavy breathing. Start hearing like some chainsaws going off in the background. I think my dog's coming up the stairs. What's up? He just looks in the room like it's like, hey, what's going on? See, Kevin. See, I was gonna do that one from Nate, and I was like, nah, I don't got room. I don't got any other Berserk in 1/6 scale, but that version you got, dude, looks amazing. And for you saying it's amazing, why don't you take some pictures? Why don't you post them in the group? Huh? Did you even take it out of the box all the way? You just open that first layer, you're like, this is good, and close it and put it back in the shipper, put it in a pile, take it up to your attic with the other piles of stuff. And then we got Kyle saying he finally got a damn Fantastic Four thing today. Was afraid I'd be stuck with aftermarket choices. What'd you end up picking up? You used the wife's phone for the Spawn unboxing. My dog is out there scratching. You could probably hear his chiming dog tags. He's an inbox collector, Art. Bro, it literally just came today. I like it. I like it once and put it back. Fuck, man. You have a phone in your hand. Take a picture. At least take it out, pose it a bit. Drape your sack on it, claim it as yours. But yeah, there's a lot of inbox collectors. Let's be real. Let's be real. Like I open a lot of stuff. But you guys see above my head, there's tons of unopened items. It's just I feel like you're a mix of both because Tony right now doesn't open shit. He doesn't open shit. He doesn't have a space for it, but he will be opening stuff. May not be all of it, but he will be opening a good portion. I mean, he has some detolfs, so it will be awesome to see it once it's all, in there. I know my fingers are going to be bleeding from tacking shit to the wall. You got one of the best Marvel characters ever, the Thing. The Thing, you talking about new or old? The new things have been pretty solid. Pretty solid. My phone and iPad are ancient. I bust balls, but I do have some stuff on card. Yeah, I think we all do. We all do. And especially, I'm sure there's a lot like any vintage collectors and stuff like that. I mean, you got some of those pieces that you might have found on card, and you're like, damn, I can't open it. I know for a fact we have up in this corner. This was a tunnel rat, a vintage tunnel rat. I love tunnel rat. This version of tunnel rat was my favorite. When he came out, he had the paint on his face. It was just a badass figure. I got that had some water damage for like $15. And it's complete. Like it just has some water damage on there. So I put that on the wall. There's certain things that you don't want to open. Like, just laying around. I have a night viper from back when I picked it up at a trade show. It says a $20. Yeah, I guess I did pay $20 for it. Maybe. I don't think I paid that much. But this is vintage. Laying around. What else do I got? Got ourselves some Ray fillet. So yeah, I mean, it's just all this stuff. Oh, cool. We got Judd, we got the Russians back. Nothing wrong with the Russians, but the bots are bad. Russian bots bad. Don't Google what they're saying because it takes you to some bad stuff. Probably stuff they'll hack and take all your stuff. No, I'm just showing off. Wait, if I was gonna show off, what do I want to? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I was looking, I was like, I got some stuff. I'm good. Don't need to show off stuff. But I'm just saying, like, we all got unopened stuff. You don't see it? All right, Judd, I'll get them. Get these guys out of my chat. All right, I took care of him. He's out. But Tony, I know you like to show some stuff off too, man. I know there's a Mecha Hulk in there in your collection. I know there's some vintage stuff. New blue mic? No, this is my original mic. It just came into frame. It's in frame this time. Yeah, Blue Yeti. Good stuff, Got like the whole setup with the arm and everything, can adjust it. So sometimes it's in frame, sometimes it's not. The Ironmonger 2-pack, that thing looks sick. Again, I had to say no to it, even though it would have been cool to have an Ironmonger with all those effect pieces. I did put up the review for this bad boy today. Such a freaking evil looking figure. Marvel Legends do rule. I can't wait to get my Age of Apocalypse Wave 2. Get those opened up. That's definitely a wave that I'm excited for. Even though people dog on it, they've dogged on the first wave, they dog on the second wave. I don't get collectors nowadays. It's a lot of man babies. There's a lot of people that cry. There's a lot of people that try to show stuff off. They don't even know what the hell it is. Like I stumbled across like a review channel, which I'm not going to really say their name, but it was like it was somebody behind the camera that just didn't know what they were looking at. But apparently I would assume the person behind the camera that's editing and stuff is probably the boyfriend or something like that. And Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird, like dubbing over your voice because when you opened it originally, you didn't know what the hell you were talking about. It's very weird. Um, yeah. Oh, how many figs do you need to build Sauron with those Lord of the Rings figs? You just need 6. You need wave 1, 2, and 3. So you'd be getting Gimli, Legolas, Frodo, the Nazgul, um, origami, Aragorn, and the orc. So those 4 you can build them, and it's definitely a hefty size figure, man. Articulation looks pretty good. And then I'm curious of what they're going to have like as build a figures down the road. I'm wondering what they're really going to do. Uh, are we going to get some of the bigger scale stuff, which like the Balrog or something like that? But you do have the next wave after this one. I don't think it comes with anything, but you have Gandalf and another one of the orcs, the ones with like the handprint on the face. But I like them a lot. I mean, I still have just hanging out. Like I love like they got the proper hips, which you got to be careful because his leg comes up. This is a hard plastic sheath, so you got to make sure not to kick it up too high because it might mess with this. It moves out of the way, but mine I cracked it, so I got to glue the sheath. So it sort of moves. It came unplugged too. I sort of messed it up a little bit, but it came unplugged and it cracked. So I got to glue it, and then I might just keep it where I can keep plugging it in and out. Oh man, you guys are getting you guys are getting sleepy. You had the chat just booming, and then all of a sudden, that's a nice Harry Potter figure. Tony, shut up. Nobody likes the Hulk. Nobody likes Bruce Banner. He's probably one of the shittiest Marvel characters ever made. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about the Hulk, irrelevant Hulk. Can't get these damn hands off. What hands are you trying to take off? What? The wife is watching ID and our hood is on the show. You go watch ID, just see Judd without a shirt, just in his whitey tighties, cutting the lawn. Man, everybody calls everything the hood. It's funny because I've been in Flint. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Flint's dangerous." Or Flint, Michigan is known for murder. It's the biggest murder capital of the world. Hey, I've been to some concerts, been out there crazy times at night in Flint, seeing shows, and I was okay. I've seen some shows in Detroit, been walked around Detroit. It it's crazy. I've been in Baltimore, walked around Baltimore. I mean, again, it's just one of those things. You know, there's certain areas you don't go down. I mean, but yeah, it's crazy. Oh crap, I forgot, Judd. You'd like the Hulk. I'm just saying it because Tony's a big Hulk fan and he doesn't understand anything that's not Marvel. He tries. He tries. He's just like, he gets those Saint Seiya figures, and I don't even know why, because the guy's never watched an anime in his entire life. He collects Predator figures, and he never even watched a Predator movie. My dog is like, "Are you done yet?" Which we will be winding down this stream. Um, Chat's slowing down. It's been a good hour and 19 minutes of just, showing some shit, talking shit. And that's really, really what I want these mail halls to be, just hanging out. I got some anime to watch. Check out the Drifters. I got to get my wife caught up with Naruto. Probably going to get her to watch that Neji versus Naruto fight before she has to go to bed for work because it's on my mind. You can't just stop there. Like I gotta see that fight happen. I sit on a throne of lies. This isn't a throne of lies. This is like an office chair. It's pretty comfy. I can lean all the way back. We're never done. Well, the chat was getting quiet. You guys were sitting there not really saying crap. Oh, hoods where you simply live. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Rock Lee and Gara, best fight ever. I mean, the pain fight. Okay, now that's going into ship it in. I mean, I would say the Neji and Naruto and definitely Gara and Rock Lee. Gara versus Naruto, I didn't really care too much because I just didn't like how Gara, his inner beast, made him look. He just looked dumb. But definitely Rock Lee and Gara is up there. That's a hell of a trio, man. You see, and those look good together. They all look different. You know, you could be Tony or like myself, where you get the green Hulk and then you get the red Hulk and you get the gray Hulk, and they're all the same damn figure, just with a different head sculpt. Rock Lee and Mike Lee for president. Yeah, Lee and Guy are they're weird, man. They have a weird relationship. But yeah, we're gonna don't even go there, Kevin. We're gonna be talking about anime, and nothing will. I won't be able to get off here because I do enjoy anime. But I do need to get off here though because I need to take trash out. I need to get all this box and stuff, then more trash that I created, get that out, put it at the side of the road, and all that good stuff. So I got to do some adulting, fellas. I appreciate all you guys that tuned in, hung out, chatted it up. That's why I do these live mail hauls now instead of just pre-record them, because it's fun. Get to interact with you guys. And definitely appreciate you guys taking the time and hanging out with me for an hour and 22 minutes. We got Kyle saying the MCU shelf starts with Tony and his suits, and people then transition to Captain America. So the Stompers in the section, but next to Tony. That's great organization, Kyle, dude. I can't wait. Can't wait to see that unboxing when I get you all these figures too. I need to finish Shippuden. Send me this Steven link, please. I will. Once I get off the stream, I'll send it to you. But yes, Judd, thank you for being a good moderator and making sure we aren't getting weird, inappropriate things to be posted. So I appreciate that. But all of you guys, like I always say in all my videos, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful night.